We are back in the Lighthouse Diary. I'm not planning to be on for too long, but this video is going to be however long it's meant to be long. But yeah, my intention for this is to be more of like an introduction slash PSA kind of thing. I literally just took a shower. Well, like a more like lukewarm shower. Um, and I'm about to have a very Starbucks worthy breakfast, not to flatter myself too much. But yeah, I'm about to go ahead and do that. And in case you do hear music in the background, I'm pretty sure the channel is chill hop music. But anyway, so I got a notification, but I can't look at it right now. But anyway. It's not a secret. Um, I have revealed in the Lighthouse Diary and outside of the Lighthouse Diary that I have struggled with sexual addiction, sexual dysfunction, hypersexuality. And I do want to speak to somebody who has also been struggling with this. I first want to say, to those I have hurt verbally in the past, um, yeah, I'm sorry for telling you how to live your life or not live your life. That was not my place, and that still is not my place, and honestly, it will never be my place. Um, and even for someone who, probably hasn't had sex yet, like, again, like, this isn't for me to tell you what to do, what not to do in terms of like your sexual curiosity. But I do recommend doing as much research as you can and really being objective about the risks that come with being sexually active. Um, yeah, as well as like including the emotional risks as well. So yeah, like at the same time, like I'm not recommending do what I did and like go out and get your heart broken or like go out and break your own heart. I'm not saying that either. You know what I mean? So yeah, with that out of the way, I shouldn't say out of the way, but anyways, with that being discussed, I should say, uh yeah, I just want to share with anyone who is struggling to no longer be addicted, um, you know, to like hypersexual habits. Um, and you've been, like me, like trying to quit cold turkey a number of times. Um, I want to say to you specifically that um, if you have relapsed, um, I don't think it's wise to continue a cycle of self punishment because I know I'm guilty of that, and clearly that has not been helping my progress. Um, but yeah, this is not to say to like condone being addicted, but um, and this might sound like cheesy, this might sound repetitive, but please try to practice self compassion when, like, yeah, like if you feel the urge to kind of punish yourself after relapsing, and I know that's easier said than done, because chances are, like me, you probably have not had, a safe space to talk about sex and sexual feelings, but I do want to break a stigma with what I'm sharing right now. It is okay, to talk to God about sex. I don't think God would be offended by that simply because God invented sex. So it's just like, if you know you may have experienced, adults like um kind of throwing their projections about sex, and you know and you probably heard these projections far too young, and I just, I'm not saying, like, I'm not trying to be like a fortune teller or a psychic or anything, but please, like, keep that in consideration when it comes to like your healing journey, that your hypersexuality, it didn't just show up out of nowhere, and it didn't, you know just show up because, you know just because you felt like being a badass per se, you know what I mean? Like, I could go deeper and deeper about my personal testimony, but yeah, I just wanted to share that quickly. And I also want to share, before I go, that you could have sexual trauma without being molested. You know, you could have experienced sexual abuse without being touched, and without a perpetrator being, overtly uh, sexually advancing towards you. And I do look forward to going deeper into that. And I also want to confess that, you know, part of why I stay, part of why I stayed sexually addicted, um, is because I was trying to prove a point to myself, and I'm trying to practice mindfulness when it comes to that aspect of my shadow self, I guess you could say. So, that may apply to you, that may not, but I just wanted to share that because it is important to um, be honest about, these things. Um, but yeah, I guess part of why I'm sharing this is I think it's dawning on me that the Lighthouse Diary should be a safe space, not a punishing space, to talk about sex. So, yeah. This was an unplanned one, but this conversation had to be had. So, with that being said, stay safe, stay cozy, stay sincere to your holistic healing self, and this is only the beginning. So happy Halloween, and I'll see you in the next Lighthouse Diary entry.